Day 33. Ding don don ding. Up and Anthem troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 63rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Ready to spend your another day suffering and enduring the unendurable. Okay, it's morning. Better go to the cafeteria. I still don't feel any better about what we're doing here. I'm worried about Shoma, Eva, and Shion too. I've got to do something, but what? As I stepped outside, the first thing I saw was Shoma wandering around and looking unsteady on his feet. Just a little more. I'm so close. Shoma, are you okay? I need to remember. If only I was stronger. That's a power. I need more power. What are you talking about? Power. That's why I need to finally unlock these memories. I'm so close to remembering Takumi, where we came from, how it started. Everything. Shoma, please get a hold of yourself. The moment I touched him, he let out a blood-curdling scream and scrambled back to his room, slamming the door behind him. What was that about? What's wrong with him? As if that wasn't bad enough. Intruder alert on unauthorized personnel. They're here. Well, I knew this was coming. Okay, stand back up. Get to the war room. Prepare for battle. How wonderful. A chance to kill lots of invaders. Just give the word, Mr. Sumino. Use me as you see fit. Alright, everyone's here. Not everyone. Where's Shoma? I don't think he'll be coming. He's home too? He looks seriously unhinged today, right? Mr. Ginzaki was in the courtyard earlier. He was speaking to Mr. Altsuki. Tato, about what? I got a real bad feeling about this. We can figure that out later. Right now, we've got invaders to deal with. This is what we have to do to survive. Yes, like it or not, this is our only option. That's right, we can't just lay down and die. We have to fight to protect the school. It's the only way. Will you be fighting too, Eva? Of course, our purpose is to kill invaders. Always glad to have you on board, but you're gonna suddenly snap out of your brainwashing again, are you? No, I'll obey. I'm your faithful soldier. It's time everyone make sure. Remember, if we work together, we can all make it through this alive. Let's do this. Defensive battle initiate. Will Shoma betray the academy goers again? That's not a big show. Fact, I don't see any commanders at all. They're already dead. According to what Takumi said, there's only 12 commanders, including VXness herself. So it's just the regular troops this time? Huh, that'll be easy. Do you hear those weird voices too? Yes, they seem to be coming from the invaders. Huh? From them? It's the same as before. But these guys are just the battle pets. VXness creator, right? Aren't they supposed to be nothing than mindless animals? They're speaking now, though, and the things they're saying are... Don't listen to them. It's probably just a strategy to confuse us. Focus on protecting the academy. Yes, I must kill invaders. Okay, it's a skippable battle, which is nice. Love to see it. So I guess we won? Oh, I feel like such a heel, though. I can't get their voices out of my head. What are those things? Why did they start talking all of a sudden? That sounds so sad, so scared. Do you think it was just a trick? Well, looks like we'll have to save the discussion for later. Here comes the next wave. Probably, villagers turned into weapons by VXness. Shut up, shut up. You're creeping me out here. Don't let it get to you, man. These guys are weak. We just gotta shut them up ourselves. Permanently. Shoma, you're a little late. Are you feeling okay? I can't run anymore. Can't run. You're not looking so good, Mr. Ginzaki. Maybe you should sit this one out. Yeah, Shoma, we can handle this, guys. Go get some rest for something. No, I won't run away. I can't run away from the truth anymore, Shoma. Where's the commander? Aren't they here yet? We're ready for you. Shoma, calm down. There ain't no commander. VXness is the only one left. He's right. We beat all the commanders already. They're all gone. All gone? No more commanders? Shoma, what's the matter? No, there's still one. Still one commander right here. I think it's time to release her. She's been through enough already. Oh, Shoma's gonna kill Eva. The invaders, they're still coming. This must be lost to them. Don't leave a single one of them standing. Nothing they're saying makes sense. What the hell is this? Why is it a lost condition if Shoma dies? It might be better. I don't want Eva dying because she's a good person. I think so. No sign of reinforcements either. How disappointing. I suppose that's all we can expect from those disorganized troops. I kind of feel bad for them. They never really stood a chance and they kept saying all that weird stuff. Well, once a win. Might as well celebrate. No, it's not over. Not over yet. What do you mean it's over? There's still one left. Someone raised a trembling hand and pointed right at Eva. Eva, show me what are you talking about? I'm not your enemy. I'm a possession. I belong to you. I'm sorry, Eva, but you're the only one left. To remember everything, I need a commander to see my anima. That means I have to take your power. Show me you're scaring me. You're not serious, are you? Does this have to do with your peculiar flashbacks? I remember something terrible. The truth. It's even worse than we thought. Something terrible. Come on, Shoma, knock it off already. We already found out the truth, remember? No, there's more. There's something else. Next to all that stuff about not being on Earth and us being the real invaders barely even matters before. There's one last secret that will turn our world upside down. It's really that bad? I'm the only one. I'm still only getting fragments of it. I can't remember the whole thing yet. That's why I need more power. What do you mean more power? I figured out the only reason I'm able to remember that stuff is because of my hemo anima. What does it have to do with it? My hemo anima is all about defense and what they did with our memories. I must have subconsciously perceived that as some kind of attack and activated my power to stop it. The flashbacks I've been getting, I think they're memories I was able to protect from being erased. Wait, what do you mean whatever they did to our memories? Before we arrived here, we had all our memories taken from us. All of us? I need to better handle my skill if I'm going to access those memories. I need my hemo anima to be stronger. Then I'll be able to put the fragments together and remember the whole truth. Wait, what is this truth you've been trying so hard to remember? All I can tell you is it's about where we really came from. What does that mean? Who we are, what we are, why we were chosen. We'll finally get the answers to all those questions, but I need more hemo anima. If there really aren't any more commanders, then this is the only way. Eva, give me your power. Shoma, think about what you're doing. You can't just, I know. But that's how important the secret is. If I can't remember this final part of the truth, we may end up doing something truly awful, something we can't look back from. I can't let that happen, and now killing Eva is the only way to prevent it. Killing Eva? Shoma, I don't understand. You've been closer to Eva than anyone. I know, but it's a whole lie. She doesn't want to be here. She and I are only close because we brainwashed her. We stole her freedom from her memories and used her like a mindless weapon. It's time we released her from her suffering. Seriously, dude, do you have any idea how crazy you sound right now? I'm not crazy. It's all true. Believe me, I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't out of options, but to get my memories back and to finally set Eva free, there's no other way. The only thing about more hemo anima being what you need. Did Adol give you that idea? That's what I thought. I know how it must look, but I only went to him for a second opinion. He came to the same conclusion I did, and that really is our only way. I will obey any order. My life is yours to do as you see fit. Why doesn't he just kill Adol? It's the same thing. Can we do something to stop this? She's only like this because of what we did to her, because we trampled over any kind of dignity she once had. We need to take responsibility for that. We need to stop this, but it might be an unpopular opinion, but Shoma's got a point. Do you really think that Eva's happy staying with us? She's been brainwashed to be our slave and kill her own people. If she were in her right mind, she might prefer to die than live like this. After what she did to Sir, we can't guarantee that she'll remain loyal to us either. She'll die once we get to day 100 anyways, along with everyone else on this planet. Yeah, I can't imagine the folks in church will let us bring her back to the satellite with us. Maybe that's true, but still. I'm willing to take responsibility. I'll shoulder this burden myself, so please put Eva out of her misery, and to remember the truth. Let me do it. Let me end this. You're really serious about this, aren't you? I'm still against it. No matter how important the truth is, it doesn't justify killing her. Yeah, this is cold-blooded murder you're talking about. She's going to die sooner or later, no matter what we do. Does it really make that much of a difference if we get it over with now? This could be our only chance to find out what's really going on here, too. If we let it go, we might just end up getting manipulated again. But Eva's our friend now. Please forgive me for speaking out of turn. If you're having trouble deciding on a course of action, why not let Mr. Sumino decide? Isn't that what you've always done in the past? That's true. At times like this, we should defer to our team leader's judgment. Takumi, please, you have to believe me. There is no other way. Whatever you decide, I will obey your orders. Treat me however you wish. This is insane. Takumi, please let me release her. The troll truth. If there's something important that's been kept from us, I definitely want to know about it. What if this doesn't work? What if it's all in Shoma's head? And even if he's right, do we have to kill Eva to find out? The answer is no. It's not right for us to keep using her like this. It's all up to me. What should I do here? Kill Eva in this route and literally live out a better life in the next. That's what I plan on doing now. Okay, I opened Reddit. As in, I opened my phone and Reddit was there because that's what I ended it with. and immediately played an ad on speaker. Crazy. If we don't understand the whole truth yet, if there's really one last secret we need to cover, then I think we have to take this chance to learn what it is. Even if it means killing Eva, what? You can't be serious. It's like I said, she's going to die eventually anyways. Given her unpredictable nature, keeping her around may prove dangerous. Far better we get rid of her than now. Is that your order? Understood. I don't like it, but if I were in her shoes, I'd probably want it to be over too. When she surrendered, she begged for her life. She was desperate to keep on living. I cannot tell you how I felt back then. I don't feel anything anymore. I don't know anything. Brainwashing may not have been our idea, but we've been complicit in it all the same. It's time we took responsibility and gave her some kind of peace. If that's your decision, then please do not hesitate to kill. Kill me. Don't kill me. Kill me. I'm sorry, Eva. I really wish there was another way. It's fine if you want to hate us for this. It's nothing less than I deserve. Kill me. Don't kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill. You're so nice, Eva. So nice, so kind, so beautiful. Even if what I'm to do sends me to the fair, I'm glad you're the one who gave me that push. That's fucked up. He should have just killed Ado. I guess they're still opposed to killing Ado though, for no reason. They don't barely know the guy. They know he's tried to kill them multiple times. At that point, what's the purpose in keeping him alive, you know? Now Eva's inside me. She'll live on inside of me forever. Eric. Yo, Shoma, I told you he was crazy. After absorbing Eva's power, Shoma fell to the ground, totally exhausted. We gathered around him and carried him to his room. Then we went back to the schoolyard and buried Eva's mummified corpse. We put Nago's remains in the grave with her. I won't say that's what she would have wanted, that would be a lie, but that's how we decided to do things, even if it was to ease our own sense of guilt. Our penance to Eva for what we've done. Shoma was fast asleep. We wouldn't get anything out of him for the rest of the day. Had I made the right choice? Even though I'd been the one to choose, I didn't have the answer to that question. Lingering doubts and unanswered questions still hanging over me. My second 63rd day at Last Defense Academy came to an end. Okay. The next morning, Shoma was still asleep. Nothing we could do would wake him. He didn't seem to be sick, just incredibly tired. We decided to take turns watching over him throughout the day, just in case. What was this terrible truth that Shoma had been so desperate to remember? And what would happen when he finally shared it with us? All we could do was wait to find out, and that just left me more time to torture myself with my remaining doubts and regrets. Had I made the right choice? That was the question I came back to over and over again. How's Shoma doing? Still no change. Come to take your shift? That's right. Nozomi sat down next to me. I didn't move. We both sat there looking at our slumbering friend. The Eva we knew was only ever what Sir brainwashed her to be. In the normal course of things, she'd never have considered us her allies or enemies. I mean friends. We were destined to be on opposite sides in this war. Yeah, I know. I wonder what this final secret is that Shoma is going to tell us. He said it would explain everything, who we were, what we were, and why we were chosen. Although, you're different from the rest of us, so it probably won't affect you so much. Not necessarily. My past hasn't been completely cleared up yet. We still haven't figured out the connection between me and Karua. Ever since you told me about her, about this other me, well, I've been curious, to say the least. Maybe this secret Shoma knows will finally explain that too. If the whole truth is as mind-blowing as he says it will be, maybe it will. But even if it answers all our questions we still have about what's going on, I still can't bring myself to feel happy about that. Not only what Shoma said, about the whole thing with Eva too. I'm glad you were the one who gave me that push. The depths of despair is what he's going to remember really that bad? And if it is, then... Takumi? Huh? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? You started looking really scary and intense all of a sudden. Oh, sorry, I was fine. I'm just thinking about stuff. Don't try to take all the burn on yourself, okay? Oh, one more thing. Tsubasa says she wants to talk to you about something. She's in the garage. You should see her. I'll take over here. The garage? This must have something to do with that other project of hers. Alright, I'll leave Shoma to you then. Great. I'll let you know the moment he wakes up. I'd love to take my time and talk to Nozomi some more, but that can wait until the war is over. Right now, Tsubasa is waiting for me in the garage. It's probably about Sir. I better go see what she has to say. Look at me, how is Shoma faring? No change so far. He's still sleeping. I see. Hey, Hiruko, did I really make the right choice? Was this really the only way? If you're having trouble accepting it, allow me to reassure you. Given the circumstances, this was the best course of action. Once Shoma wakes up, you'll see that for yourself. I don't like talking to Ado. It feels like an unnecessary trip. Hey, Takumi, looks like you got my message. I figured Nozomi would have the best chance of getting through to you. Getting through to me, huh? So what is it you wanted to talk about? Take a look at this. Sir, looking in line there was our familiar commanding officer. The whole Eva had punched through him and gone without a trace. Did you do this, Tsubasa? Yeah, I've been working on it whenever I had a chance to spare. Don't get too excited though, it's still only his body. Despite how bad it looked, the damage wasn't totally beyond repair. I know it might be inappropriate for me to say it, but getting to work on machinery I've never seen the inside of before was pretty fun. Is there any chance you can reactivate him? Unlike with Nago, his circuitry is still mostly intact, so I think so. Really? But remember, I've never seen this kind of stuff before, and it's pretty complicated. Getting Sir working again isn't going to be easy. Lucky for me, Yugumu has been helping out with that. Oh, helping how? Ever since Sir was killed, he's been combing through the data stored on the War Room PC. He thinks there might be some useful information about Sir hidden in all the blueprints and manuals and stuff. What kind of information? I don't know, just anything that might help us get him online again. Of course, even if it turns out we can, doesn't necessarily mean that we should. Yeah, I know what you mean. But Sir is like family to Shion, right? I figure we have to do what we can for his sake. Do you think that's the right call? Yeah, I think so. Shion will probably be happier this way. At the very least. Right, unless we think that's because Sir brainwashed us too. Don't even joke about that. Anyways, I'm glad you're on board with what I'm doing. I'll try to keep at it and find a way to bring Sir back. I can count on you for help, right? Sure, go ahead and please tell me if there's anything I need to do. Anything I can do, I mean. I left Tsubasa still working in the garage and went back to my room. Our last battle was only yesterday. There should be another attack for a while. So I thought with some comfort at least. I lay down on my bed and let out a sigh. Just like that, all the fatigue I've been trying to ignore came rushing back. Oof. Maybe I'll just rest up some more. Feels like I can really use it. I decided to call it a day. Surrendering my body's demands for sleep, I climbed into bed and soon drifted off. Up and Athens trip, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 65th day. Yawn. I definitely need it. I'm so much more refreshed than I was yesterday. It looks like I'll be able to have a normal day today. Shoma must have gotten enough rest by now, right? I'll go to the cafeteria and check in with others first. Nope, he's still in his bed. But maybe he'll get up beforehand. Morning, Takumi. You think Shoma's going to wake up soon? I hope so. In fact, he might have already. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to the cafeteria to ask everyone about it. Good idea. All this waiting's driving me crazy. Unfortunately, there was no sign of Shoma when I got to the cafeteria. Hey guys, Shoma's still out, huh? Looks like it. Last I heard, Yugumu was taking a look at him. He's not going to take Shoma out and put it in Sir's body, is he? Oh, that could be fun. I'm okay with someone else getting turned into Sir this time around. I just hope he's really unlocked his last memory. Otherwise, letting him kill Eva will have been for nothing. We'd have to dispose of her eventually anyways. There's no use regretting it now. I guess you're right. At any rate, we should probably get breakfast started. Yeah, of course. I idly heaped some food into my plate and took a seat. I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings until someone rushed in and sat down opposite to me. Takumi, remember what we talked about yesterday? Well, I found something you could help with. There's a couple of materials I'm thinking of using for the repairs. Could you find them for me so I can try them out? Sure, sounds good. What I'm looking for. Glass, reinforced plastic, and carbon steel. Do you think you get 2 of each? 2 of each? Got it. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. It's not exactly urgent, but I prefer if you could do it as soon as possible. So it is urgent then. Anyways, I'll try and look for them too when I have some time. I can't leave all the hard work to you. As for me, I finished my breakfast, went back to my room to think about what to do next. If Tsubasa needs those materials, I should probably go find them sooner than later. Maybe I should start today, or do I have something more important to do? Well, let's just go today then. That's in textiles. That's the goal, isn't it? Search start. That's crazy. You could just skip the meeting. I mean, mission. Did they do an update or something? I swear to God, they didn't have like the indicators either earlier. When I was doing the previous paths. Howdy, soldier. It's time to hit the hay. I thought it was getting dark out. Time sure flies. So I guess Shoma didn't wake up today either. Someone would have told me if he had. I'm getting more and more curious about this terrible truth he keeps talking about. We had to sacrifice Eva's life for this information, so it better be important. After all this, he is going to remember it, right? Still feeling a little uneasy, I climbed into bed and let my consciousness slowly drift out. Day 66. Time to get up. First things first, let's go to the cafeteria and see if anyone's heard from Shoma. Yeah, this is 100% new. Damn it. Ain't Shoma ever going to wake up? You heard anything new to coming? No, nothing so far. Maybe someone in the cafeteria will know something. That little guy can't sleep forever, right? It looks like he really could. I cast a quick glance around the cafeteria. Sure enough, someone from our group was missing. Shoma still hasn't woken up? Right now, I saw him open his eyes for like a second yesterday. I guess the sight of my beautiful face relaxed enough to fall asleep again. I gave him a couple of iron claw slams after that, but it was no good. He was out cold. You sure it's not those claw holds that put him out in the first place? I think Gaku's with him now. He grabbed a bottle of hot sauce and said something about waking him up, whether he liked it or not. Somehow I doubt that's going to work. I want to hear what he has to say as soon as he wakes up. What do you think he's going to tell us? I can't even imagine. It can't be that much more worse than Earth being the real invading force, can it? The depths of despair. Judging by that choice of words, the secret must be something worse than anything any of us could imagine. What about Shion? Is he okay? We haven't seen him since, well, you know. I don't blame him. Must have been a shock finding out all that crazy shit about the war and where he came from. Yeah, if I was in his place, I wouldn't know what to think or who to trust anymore. I hope he doesn't do anything that might cause us trouble. With Sir gone, he might not be in a very good space emotionally. I didn't stay in the cafeteria long, but went back to my room to plan out my next move. I had a feeling it was going to be a busy day. Honestly, I'm not sure if we need Sir anymore, but if repairing him will help make Shion feel any better, then we owe it to him to try. I also let her handle repairing Sir while we prepare for our next battle. Okay, I was just thinking there. They definitely changed the UI. They 100% changed it. There's no way I was running into those issues with the gifts without it being, like, stupid. Or maybe I'm just dumb. Who knows? What am I supposed to forget? Oh, there's an actual another reason. I guess we'll find out a different bond. Oh. I guess we can't badger Tsubasa. I've never seen anything like this. I love it. Howdy, soldiers. Time to hit the hay. You never know when they made my attack, so rest up. Well, good night. Oh, shit. Huh? Who could it be at this hour? Hey, took me sorry to disturb you. I've been real busy today, and I guess I lost track of time. So, did you find the materials I asked for you yet? Sure did. Here you go. You got it all? That's amazing. Way to go, Mr. Big Shot Team Leader. I'm just glad I could help. Oh, you helped, all right? I'll get back to working on Surf first thing tomorrow. Thanks again. Good night. Tsubasa left with a cheery way of looking energized and pretty hopeful overall. Good, all that hard work's paid off. Now I can go to bed with a clear conscience. Well, we're about to be shat on, supposedly. What, does he get revived as like a twisted dark version of Sir? Sir Ray? Huh? There's no one here? Are they still asleep? But the morning announcement should have woken them and look normal. Don't tell me there's been an attack. How can I miss something like that? Takumi, there you are. There's only what's going on? Where's everyone? They're all in the classroom on the second floor, the one you woke up in when you first got here. Well, why there? Shoma's going to make an announcement. He wants to do it there. I went to your room to tell you, but you already left. Shoma's awake? Why are we meeting in the classroom? I don't get it. Neither do I, but apparently what he's going to tell us has something to do with how we came to the school in the first place. It'll be faster if you hear from him yourself. Come on, let's go. Nozomi dashed out of the cafeteria before I could even get my answer out. I hurried after her, out into the hallway. Oh, good. You could just fast travel. Shoma, you're awake. I'm glad you're okay. Sorry to make you worry over a pathetic gutter snipe like me. I was just waking up when I went to check in on him. The moment his eyes were open, he said he wanted to talk to everyone right away. Everyone knocking around everyone's doors, but I guess you were up too early for me, Mr. Samino. Hold on a minute. I don't see Hiroko or Takamaru. Why aren't they here? Shoma said he wanted to get all of us to hear this, so those two want to get the others. Others? You mean... Hey, we're here. Shion. He's finally out of the defense room after he stood outside yelling for a while. I was going to try breaking down the door like you did that time, but turns out I didn't need to go that far. I happened to sense he was outside before I came to that. Guess my aura of badassery was so strong you could feel it right through the walls. It's good to see you again, Shion. Are you getting your strength back? Yeah, I should be fine. Just then someone else entered the room. I'm back. Here he is. Hello, everyone. It's been a while. Adol? Shoma was good enough to invite me to your little party. It's such an honor to be one of the group again. So much so it makes my skin crawl. No, don't be like that. I'll just sit quietly and listen like a good little prisoner. Even if he does try to do anything funny, you don't have to worry about a thing with me around. There ain't a boy alive I can't beat in a bare knuckle brawl. Sounds like a challenge. You up for a sparring match after this? Guys, focus. We're here for Shoma, right? I'm sorry it took me so long. There's so much information to deal with. My brain couldn't piece it together. This training was too much for me at first, but I'm okay now. I'm ready. He really did remember something after all. The terrible truth he kept talking about in the last battle. This is it. We're finally going to get our answers. Everyone here is from Future, except for Nozomi. Yeah, I remember it all. Thanks to Eva and her hemo-anima. Oh, you really went through with it? Well done, Shoma. That took real courage. You realize it's your fault for putting that in his head? I did nothing of the sort. All I did was give some friendly, impartial advice. Shoma just happened to come to the same conclusion, that your prisoner had to die. Knowing how hateful, ruthless you all are, I feel it would turn out this way. What happened to I'll just sit quietly and listen. Go on, Shoma. First, let me go over some basics. Sir has access to technology that can suppress or overwrite people's memories. The process was used on all of us to erase certain parts of our past. That explains why we don't remember how we got here. But just what memories did they take from us? I'm guessing our cryptoglobin transfusions for a start? Pretty much everything from when we were at Kamakura General Hospital as well. We are sure that our memories were rewritten, right? Absolutely, but thanks to my hemo-anima, mine weren't completely erased. You said that before that your hemo-anima perceived the erasure process as a threat and activated to prevent it. Is that why you had those peculiar flashbacks? They're the memories you finished safe? Yes. Each time my hemo-anima got stronger, my skill was able to recover more from our stolen past. After I absorbed Eva's power, I finally got all my memories. I remembered all now. And what do you remember exactly? Okay, Shoma? What I remembered was, it was something that sent me spiraling into despair. I got fragments of her before, but I didn't want to believe it. I can't deny it anymore, though. It's the truth. It's all true. What's true? Yeah, exactly. Okay, Shoma, however bad the secret is, you don't have to keep it to yourself anymore. We have a right to know about it, too. A right and a responsibility. We'll bear the burden of the truth together, so don't be afraid. Go ahead and tell us. All right. No, stop it. I don't want to know. I felt a sudden urge to go back on my decision, but the words died in my mouth. The air in the room was heavy. I felt like something terrible was about to happen. For some reason, it felt like if I learned the secret, I wouldn't be me anymore. And yet, deep down, I knew this was something I needed to know. There was no going back. Our memories that were modified are of our time in the Tokyo residential complex. In the complex? Before we came here, we were all living there, right? Yeah, of course. Where are you going with this? The Tokyo residential complex, that's where we were born, where we grew up, and where we lived our entire lives. Tsubasa with our grandpa and his workshop, Mocha with her wrestling career, Yugumu with his family of assassins, Gaku and his poverty. Why is that going to be my defining feature? The thing is, those lives, those memories, none of them are real. Huh? Our memories of the lives in the complex are all false memories that were implanted into us. The friends and families we were so desperate to protect all this time, none of them actually exist. What are you talking about, Shoma? They don't exist? That can't be right. My grandpa at the workshop, that was my normal life. It's from before we got here and started having memories messed with. And the other kids at foster home. We might not be related by blood, but we're still a real family. No, it's a lie. Everything we thought we knew about our lives came from fake memories. Fake memories? Cut out, Shoma. That shit ain't funny, man. I'm serious. I wish I could shrug it off as a joke or a delusion, but it's all true. But then if the past we know is a lie, then who are we really? We weren't born in the Tokyo residential complex. We were created in the Kamakura General Hospital. We were grown inside special machines there. And until we woke up in the classroom 67 days ago, that's where we spent our entire lives. No, that can't be right. My pulse was hammering in my ear so hard I could barely hear what everyone's saying. I wanted to shut this conversation down to run from the truth, but my body wouldn't let me. I stood there, rooted to the spot, taking in everything Showman said in spite of myself. We were born. We were grown. We're clones, artificial humans made in the lab. Clones, are you shitting me? That's the way we've ever been. Our memories are from before we got here are all fake. They're just fictional scenarios implanted in our brains to give us the illusion of having lived real lives. I don't understand. Why would they do that? That doesn't sound right to me, though. Why else would Karua say that Nozomi say that she's Karua? And why would, Takumi have that connection in the first place? But isn't Himo supposed to be something only people from this planet are born with? That's right, that's the reason why we have it, is because of the person whose genes were used to create us. That person is you, Shion. Me? Whoa, time out. I can't keep up with all these twists. Same here. We were created using Shion's DNA so we can inherit the power of his incredible cryptoglobin. That's where Himo really comes from. I overheard it from the researchers from the hospital. We didn't have Himo transfusing us. It's been an inherent part of who we were at the very start. All this was left to give some proper motivation to protect mankind, so we were given false memories. And then we were sent here to Futurum. So the reason we've been so desperate to win this war, and the people we've been fighting for, none of them are real? To sum it up, cryptoglobin is a gift from this planet, only given to its greatest heroes. Futurum commanders can only be defeated by other cryptoglobin users, so the Earth soldiers decide to make some of their own. After kidnapping Shion, they used his DNA to create soldiers with the same power. They gave them memories so that they would want to save humanity at any cost. That's what we really are? Yeah, we're like some characters in a battle game or a video game. We exist purely to fight. Our past friends, our families, they're just additional pieces of fiction designed to further that end. Come to think of it, when I was on the other side, some of the commanders said something I didn't quite understand. They seemed annoyed that I could take damage from conventional attacks. Almost like my cryptoglobin should have prevented it. They were clones, just copies of a real cryptoglobin user, then generation loss might account for why our powers aren't as potent as theirs. Wait a minute. Just hold on. We shouldn't accept this as true right away, If it were true, that would mean it was all a lie. My peaceful, mundane, average life. The town I grew up in, all the things I did, people I met. Even Karua, none of it was real. You can't just fake an entire person's life. We would have noticed if something was wrong, right? It has to be real. Yeah, all my brothers and sisters, they can't be made up. My ideal target too, and even the feelings that made me want to kill her in the first place. There ain't no way that only exists in our head. Yeah, it's just not possible. I wouldn't be so sure about that. If we accept what Shoma is saying is true, it would help explain a few things. You said that story would help explain some things, but what do you mean by that? Oh, I bet you're dying to know. Yeah, hurry up and tell us. I was thinking some of Sir's behavior makes some more sense now. I was so obstinate about being unable to contact the artificial satellite, for example. But if we did make contact, we'd realize everyone we knew didn't really exist. Exactly. But we'd have figured that out anyways once we got back to the satellite, sure. But by then, we would have won the war and wiped out every last Futurum. So essentially, no one cares about our feelings or how much the truth would hurt us as long as we get the job done. No way, my parents, my family, I refuse to believe in nothing but a lie. Me too, you're gonna make me cry. It's all a lie? No, it's not a lie. Karua isn't real? She only exists in my memories? There's no way. If she's not real, then what am I doing here? What's it all been for? Fucking stop using the same effect. But we don't know for sure if any of this is true. There's no evidence or anything. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I know something that might support it too. What? Last few days I've been holed up in the war room going through the data and documents in the central computer. I figured since Sir wasn't there to stop me, this was my chance to check out anything he wouldn't want me to see. While I was doing that, I noticed something that seemed odd. What was it? Our DNA records. They're the same ones a revival medic uses to bring us back when we die. I used the equipment in the bio lab to run a detailed analysis on it, and well, honestly, I thought it might be some kind of mistake until now. Well, what did you find out? Our genetic code is remarkably similar. I could buy maybe 2 or 3 complete strangers having these many commonalities, but fortune is too much of a coincidence, huh? I kept quiet about it since it didn't seem relevant, but it's all falling into place. If we're all clones of the same person, then of course our genes would be similar. We're all basically all related. So Shion's our father and we're all siblings? We're siblings? Exactly. Shion's genetic material was the starting point for each and every one of us. If we were to compare our DNA against his, the similarities should be even clearer. I'm your... And it's hard to believe, but this is the truth. Man's gonna have to pay child support for 14 people, and he's nothing but an infant. When we came out of them, we woke up here in the classroom. In a way, that's when we were really born. That's when we came into the real world for the first time. That's this terrible truth I remember. That's what I sacrificed Eva for. No way, there's nothing so crazy could be true, is there? We're not even human, but we're not exactly futurans either. So I guess we're more like tools or weapons. Or monsters, creatures created from Shion's DNA to destroy and nothing else. Damn it, that's so fucked up. My head feels like it's gonna crack open. That makes me want to give up on life, except we don't even have the option of dying. This is too much. In that case, there might be only one person here who's an actual human. The one who wasn't originally intended to be part of this mission, you, Nozomi. Living weapons made from stolen DNA to defeat Futurum's cryptoglobin-wielding defenders. Able to die in battle and come back to fight again and again. Renewable, but also totally disposable. Is that what we really are? It's my fault. This happens all because of me. If I wasn't born with this power, none of you would have had to suffer like this. It's all my fault. What can I even say? One part of my mind was desperately going over everything I learned. There must be some contradiction in here, something to disprove this insane story. That's why I was thinking back on my days in the residential complex. Those peaceful days so vivid in my mind. I replay those memories over and over again. Come on, you literally have evidence. Partial evidence. That's not completely true. There's fucking Nozomi. Okay, I'm gonna get water. You don't have to do all that. Won't you catch our cold? And then static? I'm just fine. I'm confident I won't catch your confidence is based on zero evidence. Just stop. I don't want these memories. You're not real anyways. Please just stop. Just let me disappear. I wanted to escape from reality, but my dreams didn't offer any relief. I cleared my mind and embraced a sense of nothingness, letting me go completely numb. What happened if the enemy decided to attack now? Why should I care about any of that? Liberadore? It's all the same to me. I don't have any energy to fight against it. I prefer to disappear, to sink into infinite darkness and never come back up again. That still doesn't explain Karua. Why is Nozomi Karua? You're telling me... Sir... The thing is far too cruel. How could you do this? How could you keep something that important from them? It's too much. They deserve better than that. It hurts to think that was humanity. That was people like me that did it to them. Sir, I have a request. It's not much, but there's still one thing I don't understand. Before this war is over, I need answers. So I need you to wake up, Suri. Who's there? Oh, who cares? It's got nothing to do with me anymore. With a wrenching, splintering noise, the door to my room was kicked open. So you're in here. You could have just answered, you know. I had no idea these doors were so fragile. I didn't think I'd actually be able to break it down. Anyways, the air in here feels kind of stale. Would you like a change of scenery? What are you doing here, Nozomi? Leave me alone. I don't care more. I don't care about any of it. Yukimi, there's something important I want to talk to you about. Something important. Please, will you just come with me until you're done? Take your time. You can get yourself together first. I'll be waiting for you outside. After several exasperated slides, I sluggishly sat up and got out of bed. Fine, I guess. I stepped outside and found myself squinting in the light. Maybe it was because I spent so long in my room, but the outside world felt so bright to me now. Thank you for coming, Takumi. It really means a lot. You said you wanted to talk about something? Let's bow or pass together. You mean me and Kurua? Forget it. I don't care. I don't care about any of it. Why not? What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? There's no such person. There never was. It's all made up. No, not all of it. Huh? First of all, Sir's been repaired and reactivated. I convinced Tsubasa to finish the job. When I told him everything that happened, he said that was no good denying it. He owned up to interfering with our memories and confirmed that everything Shoma told us was true. There's more. Unlike the rest of you, my memories weren't completely fabricated, but they were modified. I got Sir to undo the process of giving me memories that were taken away from me. I finally remember about my mother. My mother dedicated her life to understanding cryptoglobin. She poured everything she had into it. She even let her daughter become a test subject to further that research, but it didn't go well, and in the end, she took her own life. That's the real reason why I wanted to join the mission. Remember, this has been like losing her all over again. I thought I might be happier and never finding out, but that's for the best I did, and the memories are part of who I am. Then I remembered something else that was important to me too. I remembered you, Takumi. It turns out they took more memories from me than I thought, specifically ones that happened when I went to Kamakura when I was little. I often explored the hospital alone and gave my mom a headache. But I don't remember too much from the time. I guess it was because of the rejection symptoms were too rushed. The rejection symptoms had nothing to do with it, though. I remember it all now. It's like I said, I used to wander around the hospital while I was waiting for my mom to finish her work, but there was one room I was told to never go into. I was only a kid, so my curiosity got better of me, and one day I snuck in, and it was full of weird machines with these clear, capsule-like things on them. I was kind of scared, but I walked up to the nearest one and looked inside. When I did, I could hardly believe what I was seeing. Inside the machine was a boy the same age as me. You mean? Yeah, the next part might just be a coincidence, but when I looked in the pod, the boy opened his eyes and smiled at me. At least I think he did. The strange thing, I wasn't afraid. I had to keep my mom's research secret. Oh, and the fact that I was helping with the secret from everyone. I kept my distance from my classmates, and even when I did talk about it, I never had time to hang with everyone on the weekends. When that boy smiled at me, I felt like I finally made a friend. That's how it seemed to me anyways. I snuck in the room again to talk to the boy in the machine. Most of the time his eyes were closed, but I liked to think that he could hear me. He was the only person I could be completely honest with. I could talk to him about anything, things I enjoyed, things I found annoying, even what it was like when my dad died, or about the scar on my stomach. Over time, when I was talking to him, his eyelids opened up a little, and then he lifted up his arms to put his hand on the glass. It was like he was trying to reach out and touch me. I was happy, because it meant he could really hear me. He heard me and he wanted to be friends too. But then, despite how much he meant to me, I forgot all about him, until I got Sir to help me remember. Did he really erase your memories? I think someone from the hospital must have caught me. This project was top secret, so they wouldn't have hesitated to do whatever it took to prevent any leaks. I don't like to think about it, but my mom might have had a hand in it too. With my memories of the boys gone, I never would have met him again, but somehow I did when I came here. So the boy in the pod was me? I think so, yeah. Or rather, I'm sure of it, it was definitely you, Takumi. We really did know each other before we came here. You're that boy I spoke to you about so many things. You heard my voice, saw my face, and learned about my feelings. And I'm just speculating, but you were probably fed memories about a fictional version of the complex while you were being raised in the pod. Isn't it possible some information about me got mixed in with them? Mixed in? Even if you weren't aware of it, your brain must have processed my face, my voice, other things about me. It's like the stuff you've seen during the day turns up in your dreams. So that's why Kurua looked the way she was. That's why she looked just like you. Because my subconscious, what projected you onto the childhood friend and the false memories I was being fed. Okay, you know what, that's an answer. I can't be sure, but it makes sense when... Although in this case, I think I owe you apologies. When you came to rescue second to the last Defense Academy, I thought that was our first meeting. It turns out I just forgotten you. You humored me, but you knew we weren't strangers the whole time. You kept all those precious memories safe from me in your own way. I know I've got no right to tell you how I feel about this, but just because your memories were created for you, that doesn't mean you have to give up on life. I mean, it wasn't all a lie. Your memories of Karua and of me, they're real. The same goes for everything that happened since we got here. Those days we spent together, those are undeniably real. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like you should continue fighting, not for people like me. In fact, I prefer if you didn't. From now on, I'll protect you guys instead. You'll protect us? Yeah, because no matter what else may be true, you're my friends. I don't mind putting myself in danger if it means keeping you safe. Anyways, that's what I want to say. Thanks for listening. I should get going. Before I could answer, Nozomi turned away and went back to her room. I kept my eyes on every step of the way until she disappeared from view. I was still seized by the same confusion and despair I've been feeling the last few days. But now, the first thing since I found out the truth, I was feeling something else too. Man's in love again. Probably. Up and at the troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for the 72nd day here. So Surrey is rebooted. I really had met Nozomi Kirifuji before. That was the one shred of truth among all the lies. Kurua Kashimiya, my childhood friend who never really existed. A girl who meant the world to me, but she was just some part of my fictional backstory. The memories may have been fake, but the ones that formed the base for them were real. My brain had embellished the details and combined them with one of the friend in my manufactured memories. Those two factories together were what created Kurua. Think about it like that. Maybe Nozomi has a point. If one thing is true, then maybe. On pure instinct, I jumped out of it. I knew all too well what that sound means. It's an enemy attack. Now what's going to happen? I got on my feet on habit, but now I stopped short. Why should I compare? Why should I care if the residential complex is destroyed? The people I care about don't even exist. Why? You do have a reason, Nozomi. You gotta get out there, everyone. And look, I won't make any excuses. The way we were used to manipulate is truly unforgivable. What this school falls, humanity's done for. Maybe that doesn't matter to you. Heck, maybe some of them even deserve it. Not all of them. Though. Most of the folks up there just want to live a normal, peaceful life. They're interested in all this. Can you do this, at least for them? Kirifuji's out there giving her all, but she won't last long on her own. I'm begging you to do something. Wait, Nozomi's fighting all alone? I slept back into bed, though. That had me sitting up again. Of course, unlike the rest of us, she's human. She actually has a reason to protect him. I want to cut a feed of the battle so you can see how things stand. Please, everyone, don't abandon humanity. Don't abandon Kirifuji. Oh, it'd be fucking sick if the battle, like, you controlled it from there. Like it was a static screen. I guess in this case, it's not, though. I have to do something. Oh shit, she does 4 damage now? Oh shit, that's a fuck up. Sorry, I thought I couldn't heal the turret, but I guess it was only the other one. I'm fine, I can still fight. I put a call for action over the PA, but none of the others respond. This really is the worst case scenario. Why did I have to find out the truth while I was gone? It's fine, I'm not surprised the others don't care about saving humanity. There's no need for them to hide anymore. But I still have people I need to protect. I'll fight till the end to keep them safe. Even if it means I have to give my life to do it. Ah, shit. Amazing, I never expected you to hold your own against this many. I'm not giving up. No matter how hard it gets, I'll stand and fight. It's all to me now. I'm the only one who can protect them. What's optimal path here? Able to defend 2 ways isn't too bad. Wave 3. This is rough. Keep fighting, Kirifuji. All of humanity is counting on you. You're their only hope. Shut up, this has nothing to do with humanity. The people I want to protect are the friends I made here at the camp. When I think of them, I made the right choice to come here. Maybe they see me as another deceitful human now, but I'll never stop loving you. It's been only over a little 70 days, but we've been through so much together. They're my friends. I want them to be happy, so I'll protect them no matter what. She'll fall in battle and die. Stopping that from happening is the whole reason I went back in time, isn't it? So no such person as Kurua, but even so, I'm glad she became a part of my life. Even her memories are fake, the way they made me feel her real. If Nozomi hadn't snuck in and found me that day, Kurua would have been someone completely different. I think I must have been happy when Nozomi found me. Happy that she came and talked to me. And that's why Kurua meant so much to me. Those peaceful days we spent together, even if they were all made up, those memories are still precious to me. Is it just a Kumi? Takumi, what are you doing? The reason. I only ever need one reason to fight, and that's to protect you. Also, I feel the same way about the others. I want to keep them safe because we're friends. Simple as that. Damn it, they just keep coming. Nozomi, are you gonna be okay? Yeah, I can't always be the one getting saved here. I made my mind to protect you and the others. Takumi, good to know you got my back. Oh, fuck yeah, I can skip it. Moko, Hiruko, sorry for the holding, Nozomi. Yumo, fashionably late as always. Any wrestler worth his salt can't let the crowd see her at anything less than 110%. I had to do a bunch of squats to get myself in the right headspace for this, but now I've taken my vitamins and my prayers, and now I'm ready to run wild. You're here too, Hiruko? Thanks. I need to change of pace from just sitting around my room. And whenever I'm feeling down, the sight of these creatures' innards never fails to excite me. Try not to get in the way. Alright, good to have you back with us. Oh shit, those 3 recovered too. You guys decided to fight too? I ain't the type to sit around and do nothing. Think about complex moral stuff ain't really my thing either. So just point me out whoever's messing with my friends and let me at them. That's how I always rock. So why stop now? I gotta admit, it shook me to find out everything was a lie. My family history and my feelings about killing the person I wanted to kill most. That left me feeling so empty inside. I need to go on a spree so I can feel something. I pretty much don't care who I kill right now. I'll fight too. I have to take responsibility for revealing the truth and plunging everyone into despair. Besides, you've all been so nice to me, despite how much of a repulsive parasite I am. That makes you all special to me. So you guys, why? You know you don't have to do this anymore. I couldn't leave you to fight all alone. Maybe that's just part of my programming or whatever, but I don't care. I never forgive myself if I stay in my room while all this was happening. You fight for me, I fight for you. I still can't believe none of it is real. I could practically hear them out. My whole family cheering me on. So I can't back down now. I have to keep fighting. I don't care what happens to me, but I don't want any of you to get hurt. But regardless of your past, you're still the ones that expanded my horizon. You made me feel better about myself than I had ever before. Call it brainwashing or false memories, there's still no denying that my adorable little sister in the universe is right there beside me. So I just have to protect her like always. That's right, we still have something to fight for. We have each other. We're not dying here. We'll fight to survive, and we'll fight for our friends. Thank you, everyone. Oh, Eito is crazy. Sorry but I'm late. I had a hell of a time convincing Sir to give me my infuser. Eito, what are you doing here? Don't look at me like that. I'm a victim of humanity's cruel ambitions as the rest of you. I didn't mean we're friends. You're not cozying up to us so you could betray us again, are you? Don't get me wrong, you'll still make my skin crawl just as much as ever. But since I learned the whole truth, I started to feel like, oh, there's no time for a monologue, is it? Sorry, you know how bad I am at reading the room. You'd rather not be lying to us. If I see you try anything funny, you're getting a front face lock stunner, no questions asked. Just stand back and leave it to me. Sorry I'm a little rusty. I spent an awful lot of time in that cage. Thanks everyone, and I'm sorry. Now's the time for the counter offense. And muster everything you've got and give those invaders what for. Is it over? Damn it, I've had it up to here with these weird-ass voices. We're not done yet. Look over there. A holographic projection suddenly appeared right in front of us. Projection took the shape of VXness. For all barbaric invaders, you should consider an honor that I designed to speak like it in VXness. And what become of my foolish sister? Did you devour her as well? No matter. An incompetent soldier like her is no great loss. Consuming her would have only diminished my greatness. What do you mean? I'm assuming this isn't a social call. Indeed, I've decided to offer you a deal. A deal? Let me guess. Well, you'll allow us to escape and return to the satellite if we give the school to you. Don't be so ridiculous. I'll never allow villains like you to escape my judgment. Then what are you offering us? Surrender and allow me to devour you. If you do, I'll make your death pain and quick. Then you defy me, however, and I will show you no mercy. I'll do everything in my power to fill your final moments with unimaginable agony. You call that a deal? Wait a minute. Can you call off this war and say we only want to survive, just like you? So why do we have to fight each other? Can't we find a way to coexist? Of course, this war has given me a chance to risk my life against monsters who surround my entire planet. I've never felt so alive. Peacetime is so tedious by comparison, and each day like the day before and the day before that, what possible value could there be in such a life? If you want to accept my offer, don't bother trying to find another way. Just play your part as the wicked villains of this piece. The more evil you are, the more righteous I will be when I strike you down. There's no way we could talk this out with her. She's totally insane. Future will only be at peace when my superior self ascends to godhood, and only then. To do that, I must devour all of you and make your power my own. I feel so foolish forever adhering to our teachings and taboos. At the very least, I'm grateful for you for showing me the truth. Now show me what I'm against. Show me your depths of cruelty. Slaughter my precious pets. Kill everything in sight. Be the villains you were born to be. Here they come again. You win. Oh, am I allowed to skip it because it's the same as the first cycle? Or am I allowed to skip it because it's the same as a different cycle? Good, that's ruthlessness that made us hate you so. The grand finale is drawn near. Our next battle will be the last. When I wipe you out, it will be my finest hour. I'll be ready soon. But I wouldn't want to keep you still bored. I'll send you a little something to keep you occupied in the meantime. Until next time, Vile Invaders. Returning to the school after the battle, we were greeted by a sickening, cheerful voice. It's Sir. Wow, says everyone, you were great out there. You sure showed this made 2468. The SCU is really great. Woohoo. So I don't know how to say this, but I'm truly deeply sorry. Don't bother. It's a little late for apologies at this moment. You don't understand. I say this not as your commanding officer, but as the representative of the will of humanity. Everyone truly regrets what we did to you. Just tell us why. Why did you have to go this far? It was the only way. We needed your power. Cryptoglobin can only be fought with Cryptoglobin. Without you, this war would have been over before it begun. So you went ahead and created this living weapons. What a wrong way to do things. If I hadn't remembered them on my own, you would have kept us in the dark to the very end, wouldn't you? How could you be so cruel? Sorry. To be fair, we would have been happier never knowing the truth. If I could go back and do things again, I probably would have chosen to stay in the dark. Now that you're back, sir, we have a lot to discuss. There are a lot of things that you need to clear up. Do you mind if I join you? I also have some questions. Alright, I'll tell you anything you want to know. No more holding back, no more secrets. That's the will of humanity. Okay, let's start with the basics. Is what Shoma remembered about our origins the truth? I'm sorry, but yes, it's all true. I was afraid of that. We really are just lab-grown living weapons. None of our memories are made up. No matter how many times I hear it, that's hard to accept. It's a shock, right? Kind of makes you want to give up on life, except we can't die if we wanted to. I like to go through with the whole thing from the beginning, so we're all clear on all the details. Hold your questions till I'm done, alright? We were all clones, artificial humans created at Kamakura General Hospital. We were made from Shion's DNA, and as such, on a genetic level, we were no different from any other Futurum. So we weren't really human at all, more like artificial Futurans. Among the people in charge of the project, some voiced concerns about how we could prove just as much of a threat as the Futuran commanders, so to prevent us from turning on humanity, they decided to brainwash us. We were given new memories and new identities as new Earthlings. Of course, some protested that this was inhumane, but with humanity's future at the stake, they were left with little other choice. This resulted in the project being carried out in the utmost secrecy. We spent our whole lives on the edge of consciousness, shut away from in our biological cultivation capsules. Inside those pods, we dreamed of lives as Earthlings, as dictated by the memories implanted on us. I don't... That's kind of fucked. They just made two people poor on purpose. Like, not even a regular-ass home. I guess it's for diversity. Yeah, for more viewpoints and whatever. But that's fucked. It's just like, yeah, you get a shittier life. And Adel was a defect too. They just fucked up with Adel. They actually just fucked up. It's not even his fault that he's evil. That's actually crazy. That's about the size of it. Any questions? The bombs in us and the fact that we're revived whenever we die. Was it necessary to save humanity as well to make this mission a success? The bombs were just a contingency plan in case of emergencies, while automatic revival was deemed indispensable. Most cryptoglobin users can only be harmed with cryptoglobin, but you guys are different. You can take damage from conventional sources too, just like regular humans, something that must have gone wrong when we were making you. But thanks to that, we discovered how properly stimulating your cryptoglobin could reverse even fatal damage. That's what led to the invention of the revival-matic. That meant you can make us fight over and over again. We really are just weapons to you. Even I'm surprised at this level of selfish cruelty. Is there nothing humanity won't stoop to? You guys want to smash this guy up again? I mean, Ado's knowledge is fake. Like, he doesn't have real knowledge on humanity. Trust, that makes it sound so noble, but in reality, use this. Fair point, but the more important thing is you aren't just convenient for us. You are essential. You still have potential to be humanity's saviors. We're still putting all our hope on you. Enough, I don't want to hear about you and your hopes anymore. Everything you say is just a simulation of their collective will anyways. It's totally meaningless. Actually, this apology isn't a simulation. Here, take a look at this. I'm sorry. It's not fair of us to force you. What's going on? Who are these people? I told you before how I've been programmed with the thought patterns. Given everything that happened, I ran a new simulation and arrived at a different consensus. I was to tell the regular citizens on the artificial satellite the truth. That's fucked. He's just guilt tripping them now. Turn it off. Just turn it off, alright? This is too cruel. Isn't it enough that you kept the truth from them for so long? Now you want them to keep fighting for you? This is totally unreasonable. We want the people on the satellite to know about sacrifice, about hardship. They pushed it all onto these guys instead. Our mission is cruel and inhumane, I admit. We're undoubtedly the villains in the war, but humanity still wants to live just like any other creature. Their first instinct is to survive. It's my duty to facilitate that and to save as many of them as possible, even if it means sacrificing us, not to mention all the innocent people on this planet. It's the only way to remake Futurum as a second Earth and give humanity a brighter future. This war and your power is the only hope. We have no choice but to rely on you. So I'll ask you once more. I'm not proud of what we've done, but the way we've treated you is truly unforgivable. Even so, I ask that you save humanity. Please don't turn your backs on us. Is humanity even worth saving? Why should we trade the lives of everyone on the planet for theirs? It's a little hard to ignore them now that we've actually seen them, though. Either way, we're going to have to keep on fighting. VXS will come after us no matter what we do. Can you cough at the final attack? Killing all the Futurans is going too far. Remember what VXS said. Every last one of them will fight to the bitter end. So long as any of them survive, this war will continue. Kill or be killed, massacre or face extinction. Death would have been so much easier compared to living with these choices. If we are going to keep fighting, there's something else I need to know. What happened to Shion? There's an escape pod to take us all back to the satellite on day 100, but not for Shion, right? He has to stay here. He has the power, the final assault. Something wrong. I can't keep my body together. Shion? Hey, what gives? What did you do to him? I don't know. This has never been before. I guess he's never had to deal with such confusing feelings. Looks to have an adverse effect on the final assault. I should go check on him. Let's call it a day here, everyone. We'll pick up a discussion in the defense room tomorrow. It'll be easier for Shion to join in that way. Pick up the discussion. Is there even anything else to discuss? Perhaps he's expecting a definitive answer on what we plan to do from here on. Whether we carry on or decide to quit, it's still going to be living hell for all of us. Damn it, what are we supposed to do? All the stress is going to wreak havoc on my skin. I think it's best if we take a break for now. I'm pretty tired. This was my first battle in a while. Yeah, whatever. Just make sure you go back to your cage. You and Kai sleep in your room tonight? Of course, I was about to suggest that myself. Alright, let's rest up and go talk tomorrow. The clone thing was a bit unexpected, but I guess that makes sense. The sky was dark just before dawn. Had I heard that somewhere, or was it something I noticed when I got here? The way the sky looked at the moment was a perfect mirror of my mood. And even darker against the dark sky, a familiar shape was orbiting the planet. It's hard to believe that the last vestiges of humanity are all up there. I noticed something in the corner of my eye, and I realized it wasn't alone. You couldn't sleep either? No, same for you, Nozomi? Yeah, there's so much to think about. I wonder what the real Earth was, back when humanity still lived on the surface. I'm not sure. They told us that Earth had a will of its own, and that it chose death when humanity's abuse became too much for it. I wonder if this planet has its own consciousness too. It wouldn't be all that strange if it did, I guess. There's a chance that humanity might make the same mistake. Our selfishness could leave the planet to destruction just like it did for Earth. I don't think you guys need to fight for humanity's sake anymore. What I want is for you to live for yourselves and for you to be happy. Live for ourselves. It's a nice idea, but I barely know what kind of life we can expect to live anymore. What about you, Nozomi? Are you going to keep fighting to protect humanity? Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. I only know that I don't want all of you to have to bear this burden. Just as long as you don't try to fight on your own again, I want you to be happy too, you know? Takumi? Oh look, the sky's starting to get brighter. What a lovely sunrise. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen the sun come up. Really, we've been here 70 whole days, and it's been more like 170 for you, right? But I never thought about getting up to watch it. I mean, back in the TRC, it just lights automatically once morning. Although technically, I've never seen that for myself either. That's how it was for me too. I think your memories of the complex are pretty accurate for the real thing. Still though, this is what a real sunrise looks like. Not one on the artificial satellite has anything like this. It's so beautiful. It makes me want to cry. It feels like such a waste to keep it to ourselves. Yeah. Zomi and I stayed there a little while longer, watching the sun climb higher in the sky and light up the world around us. Then we headed to the defense room to meet the others. Everyone was gathered outside the defense room door, and we agreed on the day before. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Now we're waiting on Sir. Why are you here too? Get back in your cage. Do you want to exclude me for something this important? I have a right to hear about this too, you know. Hey, everyone, sorry to make you wake. How's Shion? I think he'll be alright, but his brainwaves are looking irregular. Yesterday's conversation put a lot of stress on him. Some physical, but mostly psychological. Psychological stress. I wonder what Shion is going through right now. It's not like before when we could accept his death as an inevitable price to pay for the mission's success. Now that he knows where he came from and that he's being used to massacre his own people, that can't be easy for him to deal with. Let's continue yesterday's discussion. What are we going to do from here? Humanity treated like Kako like a weapon, a mere object. I can't say I like the idea for fighting for their sake, but if we don't fight, VXness will kill us. Can't we just decide to run away? There's gotta be somewhere on this planet we can settle down and spend the rest of our lives looking over our shoulders? Nah, man, that ain't for me. I doubt VXness will let us go either. She wants our power and she's not afraid to kill anyone who gets in the way of her goals. So we're back to fighting as the only way to survive. But if that means killing off all the innocent people on this planet, I don't think I can accept that. Can you accept everyone on the official satellite die instead? Remember all the people who saw in that transmission yesterday? If you do save humanity, you'll be heroes, there's no doubt about it. You'll be able to live out the rest of your days in happiness. You stay out of this, we're trying to think. So by all means, turning our back on the planet's people and letting them all die. I think I'd rather go back to the satellite right now and massacre humanity myself. You be quiet too. And if we do keep on fighting, Shion will die once we get to the 100th day, right? I don't want to have to sacrifice him. He deserves to be happy too. He's going to die either way. Well, what do you mean? When Shion finishes producing enough undying flames on day 100, the school automatically shifts into attack mode. That's to deactivate the machine that Shion's physical body is stored in. That's also what keeps him alive. He can't survive outside of it. If that machine didn't constantly absorb his power, he'd be consumed by his own flames. So Shion will die no matter what we do? Don't worry about me. Shion, did you hear all that? It's alright. I've always known I wasn't going to live for very long. It feels like I've been on borrowed time up until now. But you guys aren't like me. You can have a future beyond this war. I don't know what kind of future a bunch of fakes like us can have. You may not be able to change your past, but you can. From what you do here is a different matter. You can still choose how you want to live. You can choose. Okay, yeah. You can choose. You can still choose how you want to live. You can still choose to live. That's all I want from you. For you to live, for yourselves and for me too. You can consider this my last request. Shion, wait. Tsubasa desperately tried to reach out to Shion, but he was already gone. He doesn't have much time left. The undying flames are eating away at his body, little by little. His own power is too much for him. It's too much for any one person to bear. Where does that leave us? And has anyone come to a conclusion? Nobody answered. How could we decide what to do in this situation? I think we're going to need more time. We can't just vote of action on call it a day. We need to really think about it. We need to come to a decision that everyone will be satisfied. including Shion, of course. He'll need to rest up for at least 4 days before he can make another avatar. Okay, what do you say we talk in 3 days' time? That's okay with me, but if an enemy attacks before then, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Or burn it, whatever works. I see, I guess that's fair. Alright, that should do it for today then. We all headed back to our rooms, each of us struggling with the same dilemma in our own different ways. On our 100th day, the school will go into attack mode and begin our final assault. Undying flames will raise every living being left on the planet, including Shion. But if we try to stop it before then, Shion will still die. Seems like there's no way for us to save him. What should we do? Get the wish boxes and make everyone come back alive. Get rid of perfect ending. Come on. I slowly got myself out of bed. I need to talk to someone. Didn't matter who. I just need to get out of my own head for a little while. I guess I'll head to the cafeteria. There's bound to be someone there. If you guys choose to save humanity, you'll be heroed as heroes. I guarantee you'll be able to live out the rest of your days in complete happiness. I know Shion's fate doesn't sit right with you, but whatever you do, he won't live much for any longer anyways. It's kind of not. That doesn't feel like a good motivation. Unsurprising, the mood in the cafeteria was somber. It's almost completely deserted. Is no one else coming today? Some of them came by earlier, but they took their food back to their rooms. It's pretty obvious they wanted to be alone. Shouldn't we be more open and discuss things more? I mean, we're basically family. That's the worst thing about the situation. How could we possibly be related to that ragtag collection of freaks and misfits? I'm pretty sure they feel the same about you. And I just came up with a new dish too. I added pastel pink paint to a hot pot to make it pretty. You're not even using edible ingredients anymore. This time we're all having a say in what we do. We're not just pushing the decision on Takumi like we have in the past. I think everyone's going to need some time to... It's not going to matter. Takumi will still make the final decision. How many people are there? Look at... Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, shit, there's 12 people. I think we'll have to keep fighting until one side is completely wiped out. It's a tough decision. I'm still not any closer to an answer myself. Even my clairvoyance won't help us here. We stayed in the cafeteria long enough to eat breakfast, then we went back to our rooms. Okay, I'm just going to end it for now. I found out a lot. And this is probably the other route that, because I researched online a bit when I found out that there were 100 routes, so after the first playthrough. And it's just like, I was searching up if there was any one true route. Seems like there's 2 routes. I feel like this has to be one of them. Like 2 routes that people consider the main route. So yeah. I know.